My dad is currently messaging me on Instagram about the robotics people he met at Worlds. He met David and he met Jeremiah, and I really want to ask if he met Parrish.
Dude, Parrish. Hey, Parrish
Parrish?
will. It will be a long time before we have a guest that tops Parrish, I think.
Yeah, but viewership-wise, Leanna is probably our best bet.
Yeah, we gotta
With the
lure her
exception
in.
of, like, D-Row.
There's no way he would agree to be on the House Shake Memorial Podcast. So today we have a member of the GDC here with us. No, I'm not on the GDC. Stop telling people that.
Yes, she said fine. Let's go. All right.
Better
So
than a member.
we're gonna set a 20-minute timer because I set 20 minutes.
Why do we need a 20-minute timer?
Because I said 20 minutes, and so the pod is going to be.
Should join.
Yeah, I told her it'd only be 20 minutes. So 20-minute timer, and then we'll start trying to end the pod. Okay, do you want to come up with a starting topic? Or do we want to structure this like an interview? Ooh. I don't know how much she's read though. I don't know how much she's read it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Leanna will be with us. Did she watch Vex Worlds? We could just talk about
Nope.
things that happened. We could talk about what is Leanna good at?
Robotics, but not Vex. Well, she is good at Vex.
Has a job.
She doesn't.
It could be about like what options do you have? When choosing a job, and sort of some of the considerations, the trials that one might face.
You're not in the group chat where she's done like 30. She's filled out like 20 to 30 applications in the past 3 days.
Yeah, so she's an expert in the field, clearly. Oh wait, you can't see this. Hold up.
Also, I think you're going to have to
check this out. I got a big knife, and I'm just.
Oh my god!
What's this?
This is going in the podcast.
Martin trick. I don't know why it's really fun to stab paper with this.
Near your face, please.
It's a manual shredder. It's not near my face. It's going away from me.
My issue is oh my gosh, that beep. My issue is how close it is to his hand.
That too. Enoch, please stop before you hurt yourself.
I'll turn on my camera. How do I do that again?
Oh my god.
This.
I'll get a smaller knife. How about that? Hi, England.
Let me grab my knife.
Why are we okay? Why did you say, "Hey, Leanna, come on the podcast," just to both run and get knives?
See?
What does this mean? If you're posting this on YouTube, you are going to get like content warnings.
Stabbing things with a knife. That's not. Because I don't think that's against YouTube's terms of service.
Safety's on your knives.
Well, okay, no, I have this knife.
Well, I only have 2 knives. Okay.
I only have one. I don't think it's safe for me to go camping in the back of my car all alone. So I do, in fact, bring a knife with me. And I am considering how do you get it to there it is. Yeah.
You're considering
I do it for safety. Oh, considering getting something a bit more weapony.
A pew pew?
See, this one
quite possibly. All right.
My great uncle, he gave me this knife when I turned 18. It's a really nice knife.
That is a very.
There's not much use for it though. That's why I gotta stab the papers.
Wait, I just had a thought. I just had a memory, but I don't want to say it on your podcast.
All right.
Don't worry. We're gonna set a 20-minute timer.
Are we gonna edit it out if I say it? But you have to leave. You have to leave in me saying, "Are you gonna edit this out?" because
I
obviously.
I will leave, and I'm even gonna leave in this part. We're gonna be fancy and do 0 seconds.
So, Enoch,
Wow, bruh. There's something that goes.
Are you jealous, Enoch? Enoch, you
screwdriver.
jealous?
Uh,
Are you
chocolate
jealous?
milk? You have a whole gallon of it?
hey, we
You
have
better
to get
share
on with
some.
this. We're gonna get on with this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I
I'm
have the
old.
20-minute. I have the
I'm
20-minute
old.
timer. We
Do I
haven't
have
even.
to turn
we
on my
haven't even
camera?
intro- You don't have to. You can though. If you do, can you point it at Apollo so we get maximum viewership?
Or
Yeah,
point it at the
Apollo.
moon.
I can show you Apollo.
Let's go. Okay.
How do I turn?
Yeah. All right.
Apollo.
We have
go.
officially won. So
We should do an introduction.
yeah, we gotta do. Nobody knows who Leanna Whittle. Everybody knows who Leanna Whittle
Don't
is, but does anybody know who Leanna Whittle is?
I don't think anyone
Also,
does. I think the point of this should be to figure out who she is.
Welcome
Whether or
to
not
the
she's a
House
threat to
Shank.
national security.
Welcome to the House Shank Memorial Podcast. This is the one and only podcast that only talks about House Shank. May he rest in peace.
House Shank, where you go? Where you go?
Wait, have we
Where
not
are you
told you who
now?
House Shank is?
Who is Shane?
House Shank?
S
Oh, excellent. Standing desk time.
Shenk.
Shank?
Mhm.
Yeah, he was
House
our
Shank.
Count 3 teacher.
Yeah,
The
he was our
professor.
Cal 3 teacher.
He
He's
died?
not dead. No.
Please don't think he's dead.
We
He's
should
in
rest in
England,
peace. What was I
He-
which is kind of similar.
He's just gone, but not forgotten. So
His office is still there. I saw it yesterday.
I don't want to unpack that actually. We're good. Keep going. My hair looks
He was a great professor.
oh, I can have your hair too. I can.
Does
Oh,
my hair
yeah.
look crazy?
Let me do that.
Oh my god, look at it.
It doesn't
I was
look
gonna
that
take
crazy.
a shower and then you guys were like, we have to film the podcast.
What do you mean?
Look at my hair. It's like not
Your hair's not.
Yeah,
that
our
bad.
hairs are like that
No,
too.
I
Dana.
look like I'm bald and then let me show you this thing.
It's hard for me to get it actually on. Paulo. This is about as on top of my head as I can get before it starts to fall into my eyes.
Mm.
In the mirror, I look very crazy. I'm sure I look crazy on the pod too. We gotta.
Can you tell how
We gotta
big
take
he
a-
is now?
He is so big.
About one Leanna big.
Don't you see my fish?
Your
Leanna.
what?
So
Alright, I got 15% battery. Y'all got until it's done. What's up?
well, actually, we have 17 minutes left. Which I'm sure is shorter than your battery. Because yeah.
What were we gonna make
So,
the topic?
So
Finding
we
job.
were going to ask her about job market because we know that you've been job hunting. Are we allowed to say that on the pod?
I guess I can give you interview tips.
Ooh.
I'm actually an interview master.
Oh wait, no, I'm actually really good at interviews. And Enoch just aced his interview, so
I ace my interview every day. Life. Let me give you some
no,
advice.
I'm
Okay, so life is just a continuous interview. That's
Mhm.
my 2 cents. Yeah,
mhm.
it is. And that being said, just go with it. So,
We forgot to tell people that this is episode 10. Welcome
okay,
to episode.
run it back.
No, we're not running it back. We're
bad
just
at
telling them
podcasts.
now. It's episode 9.5. It's not 10. It's 9.5.
Special. If you're watching this right now, Ingram hasn't killed himself with a knife or a screwdriver, and we have decided to release this as a special to build hype for the Hal Shank Memorial Podcast, episode 10.
When are we gonna rebrand? Because at some point, I feel like House Shake is not the kind of man who wants a podcast named after him.
Can you stop laughing with the knife in your hand? Please put it down. It's making me uncomfortable. Josh, I'm so for real. You were so close to your face. Please stop.
What about a screwdriver in his hand?
Oh my
The-
god, I'm gonna leave the House Shake Memorial podcast if y'all don't stop.
Please don't. You're the only guest that will join.
Okay. My knife, gone.
Except Parrish. May
You
he
just
rest in
throw your
peace.
knife?
I live in carpet. And I made sure to throw the hilt first.
Okay.
Oh, I cut my
You
hand
prefer
once while
carpet or
throwing knife.
hardwood?
Oh,
Or
that was actually the
controversial-
worst.
Controversial opinion: linoleum.
Hardwood.
Hardwood.
Carpet is just why? Why do people do it? It's just a mess.
It's
See, my boyfriend is very
APT.
passionate. He's very passionate about having to have carpet. I don't get it, but he's
I don't
very
understand.
passionate about it.
Okay,
What?
personally, hardwood with rugs. If you get a really, really soft
That's
rug,
what I'm saying.
then you have a portion of the floor that you can just lay on. But then the hardwood, I will admit, hardwood is generally a better surface.
There's
Carpet,
nothing better than like waking up and it's winter and then like your feet are like slightly cold on the heart. It's great. You know?
I'm
it's
glad none
great.
of us think it's linoleum.
What is
My
linoleum?
It's better than carpet.
It's just tile.
Linoleum.
Linoleum's like the
Tile? That
plastic
only goes in the
tile.
bathroom, bestie.
Kitchen.
No, you
Not
want
in
to see
my
my
kitchen.
I'm not giving you a kitchen tour right now. Your girl has not been.
Okay, linoleum is
Out-
technically the fake tile, like the rubbery tile.
Plastic?
You know, that's what I have in my
yeah.
apartment. But I'd rather
Yeah,
have this than
you have
carpet.
linoleum. It can
I
also
have-
be fake hardwood.
I have fake hardwood. I think it's like a sheet, but it looks like
That's
gray. Is that it?
that's probably sheet. That's probably fake. There's fake hardwood, and then there's the peel and stick hardwood.
I don't know what it is, but it's horrible to clean. It like dirt just like to it, you know?
That's probably linoleum.
I hate it. 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 I hate it.
So I'm realizing that I know way too much about flooring from like my brief time where my dad
Your special
worked
interest?
Huh?
Nothing. Keep going.
My dad worked for one of my friends' dads for a brief time, and we were renovating a apartment. Hi, Apollo. We were renovating the apartment, and we were replacing hardwood with the not bad hardwood, but we were also replacing the tile with linoleum because the old tile was like, to replace it, it was so fucking expensive because tile. And then hardwood is also stupid expensive to replace. And that was my job, was sticking on the things because I wasn't smart enough to do the electrician's work yet.
Electronics are a mystery.
You're a mystery.
Somebody just slammed their door and Apollo's not vibing with it.
Apollo is just stand stop.
There should be an Apollo clips, like TikTok or something, where it's just like clips of like, you know, Apollo, he's on the couch and then he hears someone outside and he like rushes to the window.
He's so polite. Like, here, watch. Now he's done, so now he's just gonna go lay down. He's so polite. He just was not vibing. There's a neighbor that I think they work night shift or something. I don't know. They get home, they leave at like 3 a.m. I don't know. I don't know the vibe.
That's
But
rough.
every time she gets out of the car, she slams the door. And every time she gets in the car, she slams the door. I don't know if it's a door doesn't work, but she owns a Subaru, so I feel like they work. You know, I don't know. But she slams it, and
No.
Apollo does not vibe. So
Subarus controversially don't work.
why? You tell me the door won't shut on a Subaru? That's kind of messed up, to be honest.
Well, you have to slam your door so the transmission keeps working. Did I
Huh?
say transmissions go out a lot on Subarus.
Yeah, but what does slamming your door have to do with that?
Nothing. Wait, I had a question for you, but then I forgot. It's like actually a decent one. I was somewhat proud of it too.
Rihanna, what do you think the benefits of remote work are?
Second dog win.
Second dog win? Okay,
Second
so
dog win.
little story. I actually had a dog. Okay. So, during COVID, I adopted a black and white poodle named Finn.
Yeah.
I was living with 3 guys at the time, and one of the guys wanted a dog, and Apollo was basically a Facebook Marketplace special where they said he's free. We're moving, we can't keep him, and then my roommate was like, "Oh my god, I want him!" So we go and get him. Maybe 2 days, if that, later, he was like, "I want to return him. He's such a bad dog." He wasn't a bad dog. He just needed to be let out more than once a day because he's a dog. And so I got him. And then when I got him, my grandmother started showing more signs of dementia. So she really loved Finn. So Finn went home. And every time he tried to come back to live with me again, my grandmother asked about him and we'll try to go find him. So I do have a second dog.
Yeah,
But I think I need a third dog. A second dog that lives with me. I want a mini one. A mini something. Because I think those are fun. But I don't want a yappy one. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like
you got
smaller but yappier. So
You gotta take the yap with the size though. After watching Beverly Hills Chihuahua, I once again
Good movie.
goated movie. All right, hear me out. Goated movie and
It's the kind of thing you can watch with the boys.
Real listeners know why I was watching that movie. But what was I gonna say? After watching that movie, small dogs passable again. They can exist. I'm fine with that.
So okay, tell me details about this podcast. How many listeners? Who listens? Average age of listeners? Okay.
2. Oh wait, 2.
We have 2 listeners?
2.
That's more than I thought we had. I thought it was 0.
I'm counting us.
Oh, I'm not a fan. Actually, I made a roll for fan, and I explicitly didn't give it to myself because that's a bad look. Oh, he's a fan of his own podcast. Wow. Ooh.
We're not
He's the only one on the fan list.
Then we have 1 listener, and that's me in the editing booth.
I love that. So I don't need to introduce myself then, right?
I mean, we introduce you. You're Leanna Whittle.
Yeah, Leanna Whittle.
My last name on the
Engineer
internet.
extraordinaire.
Sorry, this is Leanna, CEO of Whittle Solutions.
There we go.
Yeah, I was actually thinking.
I'm turning the hat back around.
Believe it or not, I have a degree in engineering, so that's right. Fear me.
I think we circle back to the dog because I was just thinking.
Yeah.
So if you get a smaller dog, what you should do is you should build a saddle for Apollo so it can ride around with Apollo, and then they can bond through that and become best friends.
I mean, I could do it right now. I can't do a saddle, but I can put Apollo's raincoat on right now because he has a raincoat, and he will not move. He will not move.
Doesn't move with the dog?
Raincoat, sweater.
Huh. What if he was attacked? What if he was attacked while he was wearing it?
What if he was what?
What if he was attacked while wearing it? Would he move?
Don't wish that on my child.
Well, I'm asking. I'm interrogating you. Investigating the reality.
Interrogating is not a good word.
You can convince him to move. He'll move if you convince him to, but he's not gonna. That's how you break Apollo is you put clothing on him. But unfortunately for him, he lives with a 20-something-year-old white girl. Unfortunately for him.
Oh, wait, we do have a listener. See you. What's up?
Hey, see you. I've heard about you, see you.
Who's see you?
See you is my friend. You have heard about see you. I talk about my friend.
Let's do see you.
Colorado University.
It was a little reverse there. It was
University. Speaking of Clemson University.
Is Clemson University CU?
Yes.
I thought they were University of Clemson. I'm gonna be so for real with you.
Is Auburn University of Auburn?
No, because we're not UA, we're AU.
Yeah.
So are
In
we.
my,
Hey, you.
in my defense, I don't go to Clemson or live in South Carolina.
You haven't. Okay, the whole reason because is because of the CU.
Well, then what's the B and the
That
Z?
that makes British Clemson University Zooey
okay.
Mama.
No, Zealand. That's probably
It was why not, and then it was because. I know that. I thought they just were bad at naming their team.
It's because of why not? Why not? And because the people that started them went to the same high school, and I guess they were in love with each other. Don't put that in, but probably.
No, there is nothing controversial about that.
When I was a freshman, I tried to give it meaning. I was like, Board Clemson University, students with a Z. And they were like, that's stupid. And I was like, nobody fucking knows what because means. Nobody knows.
They just said it's because.
Because why not?
And why not is because.
Why not would be like, why not because?
This honestly sounds
Colt.
like a joke I would make.
Colt.
Sorry,
I knew it
when
should
you
have been
said
Tiger.
when you said Colt, I imagined COLT like the horse.
It's an alligator.
A young horse.
That was me saying action. I think because should have been Tiger or Tiger.
What's the name of y'all's tiger?
South.
We don't have Cub and Tiger.
That's Obby's cooler.
I'm a
It's
little biased
alright.
here, but I think it's correct.
Okay, no
I'm
bias.
not biased at all.
Bias doesn't matter.
Actually, you know
He's
what?
Literally 10-time national champion.
Proof I'm not biased right here. I have Florida shorts. From when I was a kid.
Sean reference.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean reference.
Dude,
I'll
I've had
cut that
these
out.
I don't know how long. I've had these a really long time.
Can we shout out Alex?
Yo, shout out Alex. Alex my goat for real.
For
Shout
Panther
out to
being
you,
such a
Alex.
good team.
I don't know if you watch these, but if you do, you'll really love this. Shout out to you, bestie. What is
No one
that?
watches these.
I spent way too much on this hoodie. So I'm currently showing it so I can it's now officially content. It's
The
text
legendary
right
man.
off.
So you can make
The
like
legendary
one
man
cent off
is a
of it.
world city.
Huh?
So you can
No,
make
it's-
one
Look at
cent
this.
off of it.
No, it's a tax write-off now.
Can y'all see it?
Oh.
Oh wait. Oh, the camera's adjusting. It's a
Yeah,
Paris
we have that
hoodie.
exact
You
same
can
Paul
look at
design
Worlds.
everywhere.
Hold up.
One
This is
second.
my
show it again.
posters. I have a few.
Hold on. Enix showing something. I don't have you zoomed in yet.
Hold on. I'm sending it in the general channel.
Oh, I can just pull that up.
So this
Look
was
at
made
this.
by Avery with he has a
That's
company
beautiful.
called Bulldog Design Works. Not sponsored. Check them out.
How much
doing
did
this
Paris
right?
spend on that?
What?
Hold on. I can't see you right now.
I'm gonna have to redo that all
Okay.
over.
We should have
well,
sponsors.
Was
Maybe
it
the sponsor would watch it. We could have viewers.
This is my dinner. I didn't put it up. Ooh.
Yum. Broccoli?
Is it
cheddar?
good?
Broccoli and rice and chicken.
Okay. Chicken, broccoli, rice. That shit slaps so hard.
Yeah,
That
it
slaps
could be.
harder than my ex-girlfriend.
All right, Ingram.
Yeah, it could be really healthy, but then it has cheese dip on it because it came like that.
That's just no, Leanna.
I
that's
thought it
just
had mac and cheese with it.
Is that protein? I thought it was
cheese. Cheese has a
Oh,
lot of protein. Well, it has fat too, which is also good for you.
So I was healthy today.
You were
Shout
healthy
out Walmart.
today.
It's $1.69.
Oh, 20 minutes.
And I microwaved it for 3.5
Right.
minutes and then an additional 1 minute, if anybody was wondering.
Microwaved it for da-da-da, and yeah. So, any other people you want to shout out?
Well, do you want me to show you my coaster again?
Sure.
Okay. This is my coaster. Oh, wait. Oh, God, my back. This is my coaster. It has a Clemson paw because I am a Clemson alumna. It was made by Avery from XD. He's in Nebraska. He has a little shop called Bulldog Design Works. Here. Linked here. Yeah, check them out.
No.
Link in description.
Sorry.
In comment
link in the
from
description. Link down
Leanna.
below. Link
If you
down
text
below.
if you text me the link, I might remember to include it.
Okay, sounds good. He does stuff. It's pretty cool. You should check it out. Support of ex alumna.
You know what? We should
Yeah.
have more sponsored content. Where?
No.
Hold up.
I should not have shown my hoodie. It technically should be past my bedtime in 8 minutes, but I'm not healthy.
Is anyone here really healthy?
Yeah, no, I have high blood pressure and I'm 24, so.
Side note: this podcast is my membership in this podcast is sponsored by license plates.
Josh, why did you do that?
I don't know if there's a way
Do
for
what?
people to.
I did nothing. I'm actually gonna cut that out.
These are high
You have
quality.
bigger muscles than I do.
You should cut mine out too, thanks.
No.
High quality.
I'm also gonna cut Enoch shilling his own product out.
People need to know. They need to know. Look, you, viewer, you don't exist, but you want it.
Leanna, when Enoch and I originally drafted the idea of this podcast, when we were voice messaging Ark, by the way, do you want to know how this podcast formed?
Shout out to Ark, by the way.
In
Go
the
to
Auburn
team.
Robotics, in the autumn, shout out Ark as in the Tennessee team. In the Auburn
Yeah.
Robotics Club Discord, in the Off Topic channel, we just started recording us talking. And we recorded up until it told us we couldn't record it anymore. And then we called one of our friends and recorded it again. And we had like 3 really deep conversations recorded in Off Topic. And Omar was like, "Can you fucking ban these nerds?" Except for he didn't say 2 of those words.
No, Omar would never. Shout out to Omar if you're watching this.
No, actually, no. Don't shout out Omar.
Why?
Nah, Omar's too much
Shout
of a
out-
hater.
Shout out Lux. Shout out
Omar, I think if Omar is watching
I'll shout
this,
out
he's
Bob.
probably not a hater anymore. You know,
Okay,
we've
if
probably converted
Omar,
him away.
if you are watching this right now, shake my hand. I'm no longer an Omar hater because you are no longer a Josh hater. I'm not. I don't hate him. I'm an
You
Omar
do.
hater. There's
Yeah.
a difference. Omar is a me hater. Omar does not like me. You
Right.
can't convince me otherwise.
If you post this in detail, the entirety of Owl is going to come for you. Just so you know.
Omar. I mean, ow.
They're not
I
going to
do
watch
not
this,
hate
guys.
Omar. I would consider myself maybe not entirely friends, but I would say very good acquaintances with Omar. However, Omar is an Ingram hater. So therefore I have to be
I'm also
an
an Ingram
Omar
hater.
hater. What the fuck? Also,
any
no,
reason
you
to hate
aren't.
Did you just hear like that heartbreak?
He's in denial.
Stop shilling your
Podcast.
merch.
We should do the
Custom
Girl Five
license plates.
podcast.
These are useful for lots of people, Ingram.
We should do the
We
Girl
just
Five
snap it
podcast.
onto the existing red
When-
plates. The red and
When-
blues. Boom.
All Girl 5 cast.
So when is the Girl 5 cast?
I'm sure. Eventually.
Do you think okay, do you think the House Shank Memorial podcast or the Girl 5 podcast would be more successful?
I think the Girl 5 podcast, because people would click on it because it says Girl 5.
We're literally clickbaiting this. We're calling it the Girl 5 interview.
I feel like it's not that difficult to beat this podcast, you know?
No,
Like,
it really is.
If we
And
get 3
already-
listeners, that's 2 more than you have.
Three more.
And also, I'm pretty sure I'd listen.
Yeah, I would listen to that. That sounds like a
Wait,
good podcast.
actually, hold on. How many views did the last podcast get? So we can see how much better
Ooh, he
clickbaiting
stretches.
does.
Apollo. Can Apollo hear us? Hi, Apollo.
Okay, your
Use my
video.
voice to soothe him.
He's right here. You can't see him.
We have 1 view?
No,
Oh,
Because he loves me.
higher,
2.
1.5.
higher.
9.
5.
No, you are 6.
6. Yeah, 6.
Okay,
How many times
6.
did you click that link, though, Josh?
Yes.
Do I know the absolute goddamn truth?
Yeah. Oh.
Because I no longer check if my videos actually upload properly unless it's unlisted. Because if it's unlisted, that means I'm sending it to the robotics club and I have to check that it actually recorded properly. Paulo, shout out Alex. Honestly, my goat for real. I know this is his second shout out or maybe his third, but shout out Alex.
Yeah,
Also, Enoch.
So, shout out Axel.
Have
That's
you
Axel.
gotten your shirt yet? Have you gotten your shirt?
What shirt? I haven't the slightest clue what shirt thou couldst talkest about.
No, wrong team. Thank you
Obby.
for.
Oh, the Control Z shirt. Oh. Let me DM Nick. I don't know if he's awake.
Nick Holman, he didn't give it to you.
You just said, let me
Yeah,
DM Nick.
Okay,
Isn't he
Nick was
like,
really tired.
over from you?
What?
Let me DM Nick as if he's not the wall over from you.
Okay, but he might be
Okay,
asleep.
well, first off, he was going to go take a nap last time I saw him because he's really tired from Worlds. Second,
Yeah.
if I walk over there, my headphones will disconnect and you will have no idea what happens.
That's
I think the viewers need
your phone.
kind of guy in this podcast who not only designs custom license plates,
okay. We're going back to Leanna's camera.
magnetic plate design. Better than I don't think I've seen anyone go at it from this angle. I've seen magnetic plates and another mechanism for attaching the plate, but I've never seen anyone combine them. I think it's really going to change things.
So you're putting a magnet on your robot.
It's a style of magnetic plate.
So you're putting a magnet on your robot.
Yeah.
Let me know how that goes.
Are you anti-magnet?
A little bit.
A little bit.
I feel like it's similar to driving your robot across carpet and being like, oh, static. You know?
Yeah, but it'll be embedded in 3D printed plastic.
I see. How do you get the actual question? How do you get the magnet in there?
Press fit.
Oh, I see. Very
So
nice.
you have no idea whether or not I've thought this through or I'm mentally ill.
¿Por qué
It's
no los
both,
dos?
actually.
Look,
Ah, dang.
look.
So also fun stat that I just noticed: the Josh podcast is more successful than Houseshake Memorial Podcast episode 9.
Damn.
Give it time. All right, we could get even
I don't
three.
think it'll ever pass,
viewers.
mainly because Josh podcast clips interview with Pizza Bagel is 2 minutes and 44 seconds, while Houseshake Memorial Podcast episode 9 is 1 hour 7 minutes and 19 seconds.
Look, this is
Hey,
long
guys,
form content
Let
for
me ask y'all a
devoted
question.
viewers.
Let me ask you a question. It's out of love. I mean the best. Do y'all does
Yes.
your podcast have substance
Yeah,
or just content?
A lot
have
of
plenty of
podcasts don't
substance.
have substance.
we have plenty of substances.
We
I
are
have chocolate
discussing
milk.
current issues in the Vex community.
Do y'all plan it out at all?
We plan to invite
Let's-
you.
Yeah, that's true.
We planned our last one. We planned to talk about. We planned during the podcast to
So
talk
you-
about.
Okay, we planned and then hit record.
You planned the least successful one, is what you're telling me.
No, it's actually the most successful one because the other ones,
Yeah.
we don't have a metric of how many views they got. And we also don't think anybody listened past the 2-minute mark, except for maybe who made the deep cut reference? I'm not scrolling.
Diane or Omar.
Diane,
I swear,
Diane
Omar
makes
listened to a lot of it.
I'm sure. Okay,
Diane-
Omar seems like the
Diane
kind
is
of
a go.
person.
Diane, if you're watching, you're not watching. But if you
Shout
are
out, Diane.
watching,
No,
Shout out to
okay,
you,
Diane might be watching,
thumbs up.
unironically. Also,
It's
Diane,
good
good
thank
work,
you.
Diane. Keep it up.
Actually, you know what? Okay, so this random person followed me on Instagram. I tried to get Diane to help me find her. We could not. No, not a bot. Real. That's the insane part.
She's not real, Josh.
No, see, my instant assumption was to
Hit her up. Can y'all hear the back? We're watching.
okay.
I can't.
I don't hear anything.
I'm not gonna hit her up.
We're watching.
I am,
Smurfs.
however, very confused at the fact that she is real because my initial thought was
She's not real,
that's-
Josh.
she's fake. No, she is real because she only has ooh, I can't see. The thing is, she seems very real. There is a person who exists local in the area, same name, same age range. No pictures of her other than this.
Did you try Facebook?
Diane's
No.
smarter than me, so I'm sure Diane did.
Mhm.
Try
Diane
LinkedIn. LinkedIn.
too young for, well, not too young for LinkedIn, but like that age where like not everyone has LinkedIn's, but some people have LinkedIn's, 20s, you know, early 20s.
You try
She's
finding her high school graduation announcements.
Do you just want me to send you the account and then you can
Yes.
do this? Alrighty, on it.
Come back tomorrow's podcast where I find the girl and prove that they're just using someone else's pictures. Thank you.
I see.
Maybe it's your alt.
I do not mind if she is a bot, but I'm just very confused that someone who is like I get followed by bots quite a bit because I'm a dude.
The dude thing. I never get bots. Well, that's a lie. I get sugar daddy sometimes.
You get sugar daddy bots? I get
I don't get
people
bots.
who want me to. You do not use your Instagram.
I
It's
do. A post from
Really?
That's true.
February?
That's true. You
that's when the
post.
competition was. Yeah, February.
I haven't
No, it was
posted
March.
in-
Yeah, I have a post in March, month and a
Yeah,
half
but-
ago.
Every time I post, I get 2 to
Yeah.
3 2 to 3 bots, and usually they're like name, girl, number, and that's like Julie Girl 978, and it's like so obviously a bot. You click on it, and it's
Okay.
just like
If you're listening to this podcast, comment down below in the comments. Julie Girl 978.
Oh yeah, she's probably listening. Speaking of
Actually-
mystery women in Auburn, okay, I hate it. Like
Oh,
it's
my
not
phone's
even
on
that
1%.
bad. But I hate it when I'm in like a food hall or something, and someone that existed in my high school that I basically did not know at all just walks up to me and they're like, "Hey, Enoch," and I'm like, "Hello," and like they walk away. I'm like looking at them. I'm like, "Who are you? I don't know
They
you. I
want
don't
you.
even know your name." It's like these mystery people. And I can vaguely tell that I went to high school with them, but there's so many people from Vestavia that go to Auburn
You
that
don't
it's
know
like
who you went to high school with?
we had like 200 something people in our graduating class.
420, not sponsored.
That's sponsored. I went to the bathroom earlier today, and I took a shower. Not sponsored, guys.
There were 800 people in my grade, and we had 700 graduate.
Nice. But, like, there's too many. I don't know all those people. Most of them are losers, probably.
See, the nice part is they don't know me.
My phone might die.
What's
to be honest.
especially nice is Enoch. You've seen the 20-minute timer went off forever ago. Enoch, you've seen Twink Me, right? You've seen Young Me, right?
Yeah, I've seen some pictures.
You call yourself a
Yeah,
twink?
yeah. I was.
Oh, okay.
I mean, some people would argue I still am, but whatever. Still, I look completely different than I did like just 2 years ago, so nobody fucking recognizes me. So I don't gotta talk to the people in my high school because they're like, oh, that's just a person. That's not somebody I went to high school with, you know?
Yeah.
However, somebody that I went to elementary school with, I was like, is that hey Jolene? Josh? Jolene.
I've looked the same since middle school. It's so
Enoch,
true.
what's your
You laugh,
experience
but
been?
I looked older at 16 than I look at 24.
I have glasses now.
So.
Real.
I don't know what else about my appearance changes.
I didn't change from 6th grade to like 11th grade.
I like to play this game where I send people pictures of me at like 16 and then pictures of me at 22. And I'm like, which one am I older in? Because they always say 16. Every time.
I won that game once because I just betted against myself every time and went with the other one.
Yeah, but I looked older in the younger ones, didn't I?
Yeah, no, I still won.
So you're like drinking dog's blood or something? What's the secret to your youth?
The secret to my youth is
baby face. We have to be honest
with them. More of a baby face than I did when I was younger. Second puberty, hashtag. Also, I was tan because I was in band and did sports. So I think the tan and then I actually had eyebrows. My eyebrows are pretty light and my eyelashes are pretty light. If I have on eyebrows and eyelashes, I look older. So I guess the way to look older is be tan, have eyebrows and eyelashes.
But we're trying to figure out how to be younger. So do you just do the opposite
be
there?
Be pale, don't have eyebrows, don't have eyelashes.
I'll keep that in mind.
I think, are you pale? Would you call yourself pale?
Yes.
Me?
Not as much after going to the beach for my scuba trips, but typically, yes.
For my scuba trip?
Yeah. I mean, that's why I went there. It's scuba diving.
I love that for you.
Leanna, you should ask me if I think I'm tan.
Do you think you're tan, Josh?
There was a time where I was tanner than 3 brown girls in my class.
Oh my. Josh, you probably shouldn't say that on the podcast.
Yeah, they could listen and hear that, Ingram.
No. It was like an entire thing where like 2 of them were Latino, one of them was Arabic. And I was tanner than the 3 of them. But the thing is, they were like, but watch this, because we knew we were gonna go outside during class and do a thing. We went back inside after that, and they were tanner than me after that because their skin could just take the sun. So it was like really cool to experience, like being like, we could see that I was tanner, and then I just wasn't. It was just so cool, you know? Science.
Yeah, I don't tan, so can't relate.
I have been building this tan since the age of like 2. My parents thought.
Pictures.
Why would you go outdoors though?
I fucking love
what is there to do out there?
I go outdoors, but then I wear like SPF 80, so.
Oh, I don't wear sunscreen.
All right, so flash forward to the what is this called? Paul Knife something podcast. I don't know.
Name it. Shank's Knife Memorial Podcast.
Yeah,
Welcome
that.
everyone to the Knife Podcast, where we talk about
No,
various
oh
types of
my-
knives.
Leanna, that is probably the best joke that's ever been put on this podcast. So thank you.
We have
So
jokes.
anyway, what was I even saying? Okay, so flash forward to 40 years in the future when we have this memorial podcast memorially, and Josh has skin cancer and I don't.
So here's the neat part. I have a genetic predisposition to not get skin cancer. On top of that, I have a skin disease that predisposes me to not get skin cancer. On top of that, I have a separate skin issue that predisposes me to not get skin cancer. On top of that, my mom gets a lot of skin cancer, so it probably balances out. So I'm cooked either way.
Oh my god!
No, my
If you
mom
die of skin
low-key has
cancer, what will you
regular-
do?
Huh?
If you die of skin cancer, what will you do?
How the fuck am I gonna like? I understand skin cancer can get really bad, but like I do go to the doctor a lot, and I have a dermatologist.
So
Can you die of skin cancer? I'm looking that up.
my
No,
grandpa,
you can. It's just really hard to. and it-
my grandpa had a spot on his face, and his doctor said it didn't need to be removed. And then the next doctor, it retired. The next doctor said it did need to be removed, and then he died because of complications from the surgery. They
Dang.
took him
That's
off
gonna
blood
be weird.
thinners, and then he had a blood clot and died in the middle of
Leanna,
COVID.
We have asked
Drama.
all of our guests this. By the way, fun fact: you're the second guest.
Who's the first guest? Why was that not?
Parrish.
Didn't we get other people on?
Because
Like Khaled or something? Or did we call Nick at one point?
we.
You're the
okay,
second guest
Nick
we
didn't-
can remember.
Khaled
for
was the
sure
first.
that we
Oh
had.
my gosh, Khaled was the first.
Oh,
Parrish
okay.
was the
I'll be
best.
second to Khaled. That's
Khaled
Hands
was the
down.
first. Nick
No,
didn't
you're
answer
second
the
to
phone.
Parrish.
Parrish was the best.
Yeah. Khaled, he's
Parrish
ranked
was
3.
the best. Why don't we get Zoe on this podcast? I miss Zoe. I haven't talked to Zoe.
We should get Zoe on the
we can
podcast.
arrange that. We can arrange that.
And Chris. I miss Chris. We should get Chris on the podcast.
I don't know if I can arrange that. Zoe's
Why?
more down
Canadian.
for.
I'll
Yes,
start
because
making
he's
a list.
Canadian.
He can't
I
say
feel
no,
like-
he's Canadian.
I feel like Canadians can say no.
I'm
No,
Snapchatting him.
they
Will
It's
you
not
come
when
on
the
to my
US is calling them
podcast?
to war, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Um,
let's get Merton. He can give us legal advice. We can ask him, or you guys can ask him if something's
Oh my
legal,
gosh.
or he can tell you.
I'm gonna
Let me
ask
let me
him.
show you the skin, or not skin, hair stuff.
What?
I got this heat and humidity tamer hair stuff. I'll let you know when I don't use it.
For our audio listeners, when Leanna said, "Let me get the skin," she reached into a closet that
My
had.
God.
Pulled out a
My skeletons in my
And that's as
closet.
far as the joke is
Skin.
going.
As a shrill scream came from the closet.
I don't think he'll be able to see you.
Who?
Huh?
Why does Chris not check my snaps?
I don't think Chris checks anybody's snaps. He's at some Holiday Inn in Illinois. No. So to answer your question, what would I do for Young Gravy? He could see Apollo, I guess.
If you
I
were
don't know.
single, what would you do for Young Gravy?
I would not
Don't
do.
answer that
I
question.
don't think Young Gravy's
That
hot.
question's rigged. Oh, okay.
What about Weird Al Yankovic?
not where I was gonna go.
DM me, Josh. I'm curious.
Oh, I can say it. Who's the hottest Obi-Wan member?
None of you.
Preferably in a tier list.
Well,
Out of
actually,
curiosity,
I can
have,
read.
Have you ever? 1 second, Enoch. Have you? God no. Have you? We can't post this in the Alabama Discord. I get banned.
Oh, wait. Oh, that. Oh, I thought you were talking about Obi-Wan.
No. Actually, might listen to this. I don't know.
If you're listening, good work listening. Keep on doing it.
I'm gonna send it in the group chat now. Leanna, you're
No.
muted.
Sent me a tiered list of all the obby people ranked on
Thank you for leaking that because in Obby 1 and I were wheezing at that shit.
Wait,
Oh.
who did-
I don't think her rankings are right though.
Who does she put first?
I don't know. I can find it. You want to add?
created it? What? Someone find this. I want to see what the rankings.
I'll find it. Hold on. I'll read it out to you. Because then we were
Alright, and I
fucking
will
with her,
compare
and I
it
was
to-
telling her that my list was backward.
See, the issue with your list is it put me and Carson at the top. It was too
Yeah,
obvious.
that was the issue.
Problem with the list is Nick was at the top.
Nick wasn't on Obby 1.
Oh shit!
Oh, this is like older.
I have to cut most of this out.
My last message to me was June of last year, and she said I apologized to you for something, and I never responded to her.
Wait, respond to her now. Respond to her now. Respond to her now.
Be like, you need to
I
watch
wonder
the
what my last
podcast.
message to her was.
What's the Housing Memorial Podcast episode 9.5?
Let's see. Oh, okay. February 6th, she said, I have an A in calculus. Are you proud of me? I just said yes.
I have her blocked, I'm pretty sure.
She said justice for Carter. Hold on, let me find. Okay, she said
I forgot about that.
Carter.
That's number one.
Hold on, I can't read her handwriting.
Can you send it to me? I can read it.
Or
Actually,
send
drop
it to
it.
me. I'm a
Oh,
trustworthy source.
Drop it in
Chirag?
general.
I think that's Chirag, but her
Yeah,
C looks like
Chirag-
an N.
Huh?
I could see Sarah putting Chirag up there.
Okay, Carter,
it is-
Chirag, then
It
Khaled,
is-
and then the same level would be Davis, Carson, Ingram, and then the next level down would be Medler and Zach.
She's wrong for putting Zach so low. I stand by that. Like, I
I agree.
agree with Chirag, Carter, then Zach, then I don't know after that.
Khaled? Davis.
Okay.
Medler, Ingram, Carson is who's left.
I'm
Khaled's
insulted
so
on
high?
Davis's
Why is
behalf.
Khaled? I don't know.
Oh, if you notice a trend, it's the skin gets lighter as you go further down.
Yeah, no.
It's Carter.
It definitely makes sense.
Huh?
And Carter. Carter's not dark.
Carter's
This is
still
such a
tanner
poorly
than
made tree, though.
Carter is still tanner than Khaled is, though.
Is he? I
Yeah,
guess Khaled's pretty white, like pretty pale.
there are days where I'm tanner than Khaled, but there are days where Khaled's tanner than me. That one's pretty even. Davis is honestly the exception because both Carson and I are fairly tan, and then Medler and Zach are both pale as the sun. Davis, realistically, if we're going on that scale, should be in between me and Carson and Zach
But he-
and
but he-
Medler.
He's on the same
Yeah, he's on the
axis.
same level as us. Which I think that just proves that Carson and I are ugly AF. Carson, if you're watching this, also your camera froze, so we're swapping to Enoch.
Yeah,
No,
Enoch.
Medler, I just clicked on that profile you just sent me, and it like switched to a black girl's avatar on that white girl post you just sent me.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Hold on, I can't get it to do it again because I was gonna screen record
On the
it. and it's not
non-bot
gonna do it.
lady.
Yeah. Dude, one of my group chats. So I sent a photo of grapes. Okay, right?
Uh-oh.
And then Benson responded, "Those grapes look succulent, just like your BA ... What's he trying to say? So Sarah in her infinite wisdom, BA ? Back ? Succulent back. I don't know. This is why you ain't got no bitches. 20 minutes later. Oh, like balls.
He was thinking about that for that whole time.
Did you have bangs at the time? Maybe he meant that.
It's just gay. Do I? I don't think I have bangs anymore. Like for most of my life, I've had bangs, but you can't count this as bangs.
I'm growing my hair out right now. I'm gonna get.
You're growing your hair out.
Look, I've been told that people prefer the longer hair, so
Long hair
That's
is
fun.
fun.
Who told you?
tried-
in my profile picture, like that's the level of hair I want. I don't want it too long to where I have to really deal with it a bunch, but I want it long enough to be kind of long, and where I have to deal with it like kind of some.
You have to deal with it kind of some.
Real.
Yeah. I have to like brush it, otherwise it just looks terrible.
1 second. Where are my posts? They're here. RIT keeps posting, and it's blowing up my inbox, and I don't like having a bunch of things in my like Instagram, and so
It's not
low-key,
coming up now.
if someone posts too much, I would just straight up unfollow them.
Don't unfollow
Yo.
RIP.
I'm considering it. They've posted like 4 times in the past
It's
couple
all
days.
Zoe.
They made finals in the division. They probably got a lot to talk about.
True. Okay. So
They made finals in like Obby.
how many weeks ago was the last time I got a haircut? Which yes.
A year and a half.
A year and a half.
Like a haircut, or like trim. Like they're evening it out or whatever.
Trim. This one technically was a haircut, but I haven't had a trim since either.
Hey, you want me to follow that account on my sleeper?
3
Sure.
months.
Okay.
3 months.
Diane?
I love
3
how
months.
Selena's hair is just frozen, and it's just like a picture of her face that's kind of blurry and kind of off the screen.
Yeah.
Like it looks
So
like
you're
just a
you're
snap.
guessing 3 months. Leanna, what are you guessing for last time I got a haircut?
6 months?
Ooh, best bet from
107
Omar.
weeks ago.
Solid.
Also, I realized I have gotten a
Nice,
trim
Omar.
since then, so I will be changing it to straight up haircut and not trim. Enoch, would you
Bruh.
like to guess again because the thing changed?
Well, I'd guess a year and a half before, or something
I'll
like
be
Oh, I thought you
right
just-
back.
that. Look at this.
All right, so
I
time
should throw
for
around more
ad-
knives.
Today's episode is sponsored by stabbing random things in the air.
I like that. That's a lot better.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Enix
I have
on
boxes.
board. Our advert section is over. So one
Yeah,
last stab for the road.
Yeah, go buy those knives from antiqueriverlogs.com. Great knives. That is a website. It will be in the description down below.
DM me the link if you want it in the description. I'll fucking forget.
I got this. Antique River Logs.
Leanna, do you want to be
That should work.
mildly terrified?
Why? Why did he go away? Oh my, Furby?
Yeah. That is the link.
Don't know about that.
Look at that. You can go
Huh?
Chef's Knives.
Can I charge
Shop
my
now.
phone with an Apple Watch charger?
How much would 100 of these knives cost if
Do
they
they have
were
knives?
light smoke? AntiqueRiverLogs.com, yeah. Light
That's
smoke.
sick.
Oh, those are the cheap ones.
Holy shit! This episode is sponsored by knives. Yo, you want to get
Oh, there's
angry
only
on the
one.
episode?
One. Ooh, that is
Wait.
kind of.
T off the episode? What's the T?
Wait, what?
The T of Sarah and Andrew.
What do you mean the T?
We aren't gonna cover that in the pod.
That's what I said
Um,
off the pod.
Oh, off the pod.
Sarah and Andrew, that's an interesting combo. See?
No.
It's like-
If we're gonna talk about this, we need to
That
do
combination-
our outro. We have to do our outro.
It's like this box. All right. Oh wait.
I don't want to edit this much.
Just cut out every section where I'm talking. Then have a better podcast.
No, okay, by the way, I was listening to our individual audios so I could isolate our voices and balance the audio. And we sounded fucking insane. Like, just... I feel like I need to get Leanna's reaction to what Enoch is doing.
Is it a case?
We
Nice and
sound
safe.
insane because it's just like, I'm just talking. Yeah. Oh, dude, you're so right. And you can't hear Enoch's side.
Does your Paul go woof? Why you go woof? Or why you go woof?
Can I pet that dog?
Got that
Leanna,
dog? What?
who is your favorite music artist?
Depends. What am I
Depends.
feeling? Am I depressed or not?
You're depressed because that's the
Oh.
best.
You're walking Apollo.
I'm walking Apollo. See, that's hot girl shit.
So, is it just which Taylor Swift album you're listening to? Is that what you're determining with those?
No. I listen to Taylor Swift and Olivia Rodrigo and Walk the Moon and Lawrence and Morelli and Young Gravy and
A dude messaged me from my favorite music artist, and I gave my answer, and I don't think he liked my answer because he said who.
that hurt your feelings.
No, because nobody knows who they are.
Who's your favorite artist, Ingram?
Oh, look, my purses. Those are my purses I never use. I'm gonna go
They're
get
all
my charger out of my car and let
Okay.
Apollo
Wait,
outside.
Why?
Because he
I
said,
thought you said we only had till your phone died.
well, yeah, but my phone has been trying to charge on this one like fake Apple cord, and it won't charge past 1%.
That's not good.
That's all you
And I
need
need to
right
take a
there.
shower.
Yeah, you could just let your phone
Okay.
die and then go take a shower as it charges.
But then I can't watch TikTok in the shower.
What is it with people with their phones in the shower? Zach, middle school Zach, this is not a shout out. This is a call out.
Shout out to you, middle school Zach.
Snapchat.
Call out to middle school Zach.
He sends me. By the way, middle school Zach is officially in Vex U, so
Middle school
He's
Zach.
out of middle school, guys.
Just
It's
wanted to let
fine.
you know.
He's out of middle
my thoughts on
school.
you.
he's still
To let you know what I
middle
think of
school
you.
Zach. Stop sending me Snapchats where I can see the water hitting your head. Dude, you are unhinged for responding to my snap. A second
What?
later, he will, I will send him a snap and he will instantly respond, and it'll be a fucking, the shower head is spitting water on his back, and it's like,
Why does he Snapchat you in the shower? Why is he sending Snapchats to...
I think he Snapchats everyone in the shower, which is
I
probably
feel
why
like
girls
you only
like him.
Snapchat people you like in the I'm gonna stop.
Why would
You
you
know
want
what
to
I mean?
Snapchat in the shower though? I don't get
Which
having
is-
your phone in the shower. I take a shower and I'm either in there to just get clean. Yeah, I'm in there. Couple minutes, boom, I'm done. I'm in there and
Yeah.
I just sit down and I think, and I'll be there until the
be
water
thinking.
gets cold.
You
I just sit there and I
you,
think, I ponder.
you sit
You
in the
know?
shower too.
Plan out my day. I don't know. Just let my
Awesome.
mind wander, really. Kind of meditative, in a way.
Kind of.
It is. I should start meditating because I keep hearing how good it is for my attention span.
You know, I took a class on meditation.
You did?
Mm.
Yep.
Leanna, what's it
It's,
like having a writing minor in your basement? When are you going to let them go?
It's not in my basement, it's in my degree.
What the fuck is a degree?
A temperature.
Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Fucking the wannabe Kelvin. I think her phone died.
My
No,
phone
her
did
eyes
not
are
die.
moving. You just sat very still. What's the wannabe Kelvin?
What, like the Imperial Kelvin?
Celsius?
Yeah, the Imperial Kelvin.
I don't know. It's something stupid sounding.
Rands. It's Rands.
Rands? Oh, that sounds so
Wait,
dumb.
can we talk about our RADS autism scores?
Yo, Enoch, have you taken the
I don't know
RADS
what they
test?
are.
Me and
I
Sarah
probably
talked
have,
about
but I
that
don't
today.
remember.
She actually took it today. While we were
Okay,
on
we
the phone.
please
talked
stop
about
throwing
several
knife
Sarahs
around?
in this podcast. Is it the Auburn Sarah?
If I'm talking to a Sarah, do you think it's going to be?
Good point.
I go out of my way to avoid personally.
Oh my gosh.
There's something. Oh, my screwdriver. I could flip that around.
I've been flipping my screwdriver around. I really
Yeah,
want to
but
stab
I was doing the knife. And it's not a fan of that.
stabbed my milk. That made a
Here
really
it is.
satisfying hole.
Why?
So you can drink it more efficiently.
That is a good hole, but why?
Ingram, the master of holes.
Because it's a. You would know.
What?
Ingram, you just lagged out for a moment for me there.
So you know Ingram, he tells me about his girl problems, alright?
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
This doesn't.
Me?
I can cut this out of the pod.
I'm just saying, he tells me about his girl problems. As do most robotics boys.
Leanna, when are you gonna make the tutorial on how to talk to
tutorial on
women?
how to talk to women.
I can make
Yeah.
that tutorial. I'm good at talking to them, just nothing else.
Gosh.
Enoch,
That's
you've
why we actually brought you on here.
Enoch, you've heard my story from the last time I was in Auburn, right?
The story of what happened last time you were in Auburn, or this
when you ended up at a
told me
girl's
story
house
when
like
you-
2 hours in.
What?
When you ended
No,
up at a
I've
girl's
not
house
heard
like
that
2 hours
story.
in.
Okay, would that be like the fifth? I think this will be like the fifth time I've told this story. It's an entertaining story. Okay, so basically, actually, I'm gonna, for most of this pod has been flipping between Enoch and Leanna. But I will finally have the camera on me. And by the way, it's a laptop camera for the viewers at home wondering why I look like I'm 3 pixels. Okay, so basically, Enoch.
Oh my
So
God.
I get to
Mhm.
Auburn and I have to go to a church thing in like 20-30 minutes. I hang out with Medler. I leave Medler and I's place and I go to church. And I get to church barely on time. Like that we are literally sitting down to do the singing and all that. You know how church is. You do the singing and then you do the preaching and then you do more singing. And we get through the
And then
singing,
you
the preaching, the
sacrifice
more
the goat.
singing.
Are you Baptist?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm fairly non-denominational at this point. I was raised Methodist. The one I go to now is fairly non-denominational. But
Okay,
I go
continue.
and it's a college ministry. So it is a bunch of college kids, people my age, and afterwards they usually have a dessert and we talk. And I like talking, believe it or not. I started a meme podcast and am now almost an hour into recording like another episode. Shush. Excuse me.
Started
Y'all
9:18.
said 20
Oh, we're
minutes.
past an hour.
Yeah, I told you when 20 minutes was up. You could have just left. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
ready to.
bye.
Holy
Yeah,
fuck!
no,
I'm ready.
this is the
No, let me
superior
finish this story first.
way
Let
of
me
doing
finish this story.
content. That's why she's still here.
Oh shoot! You know, You know what? We're gonna run the risk of my parents hearing this story because of my parent about my YouTube channel. Maybe this one will be unlisted, and the only views will come from people clicking on the link. I might do that.
So,
like deadass.
0 views. As many views as normal.
True. Anyways. Well, I'm talking to like, there's a bunch of groups, and basically I'm bouncing between groups because I like to do that. And there's another person who's also bouncing between the groups. We're not bouncing and trying to end up in the same groups, but like every couple minutes or so, we end up in the same group. And as less and less groups we end up talking more and more and more until it is just me and her there, and then like 2 other people talking, and the 2 of us are talking. And you remember earlier when I mentioned, you said that Beverly Hills Chihuahuas was a movie for the boys, and I said, well, that's a reference to this because they had put up Beverly Hills Chihuahuas on the screen, and her and I, we go and we sit on one of the couches and we're watching it and we're talking and we're having a very, very good conversation. I'm enjoying this conversation. And she grabs a guitar and she plays a song for me. I don't remember what song. It was a very good song, very nice song. She had a very nice voice, good at singing. That was her talent 2 years in a row. But we then go back to talking. She puts the guitar up. We go back to talking. We're chatting, and bikes come up. Believe it or not, I like bikes. And she's like, hey, do you like bikes? And I'm like, yeah, I enjoy riding bikes. And she's like, do you ever ride at Chihuahua? I'm like, I love riding at Chihuahua. And she's like, do you ever do the dirt jumps? And I was about to be like, well, because my opinions of dirt jumps are, you don't need dirt jumps to jump. You can just ride on the trails and jump off the roots and stuff. That's my opinion. I'm lame like that. But before I can give my complex opinion on, she's like, well, I'd like it if you would. What am I supposed to do with that? Enoch, Booher, expert of women. What do I do with that information?
I think you give your opinion on the subject, and if she disagrees with you, you just walk away. You bike away. You're like, whatever, loser. And you're pedaling.
Well,
stepping on plastic.
She says a couple more things. Very, very forward and very, very much not even like flirty, but straight up like, I would be with you. And I'm not sure how to take any of that, but it's fine because she grabs the guitar again and then she proceeds to play a love song. And we'll get back to that later, but we talk some more and we realize, 11:30, you have exams tomorrow. You being her, I didn't. I'm fucking cool like that.
11:30 at night?
11:30 at night. Sorry, I said 1:30. Yeah, 11:30. No, 1:30 comes later. And I'm like, so how'd you get here? And she was like, well, I rode here. And I'm like, it's 11:30. I almost said you're not going home alone. Every time I have to find a not creepy way to say this every time because I forget the main way to say it. But essentially, I was like, I'm gonna make sure you make it home.
I'm going to take you home.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna take you home. You don't have a choice. We're both on bike. And she was like, oh, you want to see my place? And I'm like, no, I want you to live. Which that is actually what I said, and I'm very proud of that. Because that is accurate and funny. I just wanted her to live. And with no intention of going into her place, except for her place is a place in Auburn that is the fucking coolest architecture ever. It's so weird. There's like a bunch of reason. I'm not going to tell you that. I might show you when I'm on. Are you getting on Thursday?
This Thursday or next Thursday? I'm in Auburn on both.
That's fine. I'll show you at some point in Auburn. It has it's painted almost to look like a military base, but like kind of like the ideal version, like people imagine blue star stripes, all that. It's very weird, and I'm like, this architecture is awesome. I've always loved this place whenever I ride past it on my bike, and like, oh, well, the architecture is weird on the inside, and I'm like, really? That's how I ended up in her house. Is I wanted to see the architecture. By the way, she has a spiral staircase in the center of her living room. So
she's a student?
Yes. It's not a. It is.
This is
not a good.
Is this
place.
an apartment or?
It's in a complex. It's a very weird place. Actually, no, that's worse. I was gonna say I could just take you riding past it, but that's way worse. No, I just need you to understand that this place is weird. It's very old as well. It's from like the 60s. So it's not a place either. As a rock, I'll be honest, but so cool. It was just so cool architecture. And we talked some more, and she was like, "You want to watch a movie?" And like, I couldn't decide if I wanted to. It wasn't like I would have watched a movie. I just couldn't decide if I wanted to watch a movie. If you're catching my drift, if not, you know what? That sounds bad. I essentially am saying I wasn't sure if I was interested in her or not. That.
Okay, you showed me a picture of her. She's hot. So she must.
I wasn't. Okay, and.
He was trying to fuck her.
No, I wasn't. I need that to be plainly clear. All right? You can. Oh, no, you can't. I can pull up the screenshots of me and Cole talking about it and having a very deep conversation about how actually that is the exact opposite of what I wanted. Also, Cole and I having a deep conversation out of my 2024 bingo.
Shout out Cole. Shout out Nexus Cole.
Shout out Cole. Shout out Cole. He taught me a word.
Shout out all of Canada, really. If you're in Canada listening to this right now,
shout out to you.
Good on you, mate.
Chris, Cole, Nick, other Nick, Mikey, Michael, Dinos, all of you.
If you're in Wisconsin too, that's pretty close to Canada. If someone on Wisco watches this, I would be in shock.
Shout out Wisco. Can y'all guys give out condoms next year again so I can get one?
They gave out condoms? Stop it.
They gave out condoms last year. You not remember that? They were Wisco condoms. They were Wisco condoms.
I would have copped one of those and framed it.
They were out when I went to get one.
I'd keep it in my wallet just in case. And then I'd never need it.
Dude, Wisco. I'm on Obby 1. Name's Josh. I'm the one with the long hair. Please, get me a condom. I'm begging.
Ingram, if you need one that bad, look, I've got some spare change. You can go to a gas station, all right?
Need is not on the table.
I'll give you 75 cents.
Those condoms will expire.
I'm just going to hand out deodorant next year. Anyway, what were you saying before that?
You were actually going to say something. Yeah, I said shout out Cole. You said I wanted to sleep with her, and I didn't.
Oh,
there you go, Ingram.
Remember that one time that you were going to go see this girl, and she said she had to cancel because
and weirdly enough, you're muted. That's crazy.
I want to hear the end of this story.
No.
That was the end of it.
Oh, okay.
He was supposed to go on a date with her, but then she was like, "Oh yeah, my kid." He was like, "We can reschedule." She was like, "My kid."
I was like, "Yeah, we can reschedule," and then I think she's like, "Yeah, we can," and then neither of us messaged each other ever again, and I think that's for the best.
You could have been someone's daddy. Like, you could have been someone's stepdaddy.
What about bike?
Do I
bike
look like a
girl?
good father figure?
She thought so, I guess. You should have told her to bring the kid along. You should have been like, yeah, it's fine. Bring him along. I'll feed him a cheeseburger.
No.
No?
Get him a free Whataburger?
Yeah.
No, free Whataburger goes crazy.
They're expired now. I wonder if they'll
you're
still
like
take the
5.
coupons.
What if we got Whataburger to sponsor Vexu Bowling next year?
Oh my gosh.
Leanna, we are going to do if I have to say if because Diane makes me say if. But if we do a Vexu tournament next year, we are trying our heart out for Vexu Bowling. All right? It won't be like last year. We will have financial donors, aka me and Omar, to make sure we actually have reservations. And you guys are still gonna have to pay. I'm not paying for that shit. I have college to pay. Like I get you have college to pay for too, but I have college to pay for. So
I have loans.
yeah,
About
that's just
40,000.
college. That's just college you have to pay for. Yeah.
My goal is no debt. I just want to go through and just work a bunch. Not do summer classes because they're so expensive, but just make it through college without debt.
See, that's where I messed up.
Leanna, you should warn me next time you're about to zoom in on your nose so I can cut to Enix so we don't terrify the viewers.
Maybe they want to see noses, you know? I'll zoom in on my nose too.
Okay. I'll zoom after we get Enix nose, we'll get my nose. My nose would be the lowest quality nose. And
it's just 1 pixel.
Dude, see, it's bad. It's bad on my end, which tells me it's horrible on y'all's end.
Yeah.
Well,
what a podcast.
What a podcast.
He would be proud of us.
I'm gonna have to cut out every story that involves me and a woman, except for. Nope, I don't think there's gonna be one that I include.
We can't have this without, talking about women. So maybe I have a story. Do I have a story? Okay, there's the one story which cannot be told, or people will be stabbed in the face. What do you mean that can't be
told? How about this? I will talk about
Ingram. You tell anyone about that.
Fine. Can I tell about my story about anyways?
Oh wow, what a shift of pace there. Completely different story.
My bad. Don't worry, we'll cut that out.
Leanna doesn't like this bit, I don't think.
Leanna, it's past Leanna's bedtime. Leanna needs to take a shower so she can be a functional human in society.
Real. Thank you guys for watching the Howshank Memorial Podcast, your one-stop shop for everything Howshank. We don't talk about anything except for Howshank because we know what you, the audience, wants.
Howshank, man. We're doing reps.
Do you have any final things you want to say?
I want to leave them, I think, with a crimp today. Oh, there goes my camera. Oh, the wall, it hit the cord. Okay, put my foot somewhere else. What crimp? Puzzle piece, puzzle pie, find a piece of Mr. Sky, put it in the wrong place, jam it in the best place, Canadian landscape with the sky-faced bear. The jigsaw time.
What is happening right now?
Leanna. Any final shout-outs, any final things you want to say? 1 second. Before I'll let you think for a moment. Shout out Boxes and Knives. Big sponsor of today's podcast in general. Shout out
AntiqueRiverLogs.com.
Yeah, can you go to whatever website link that Enoch just said? Link in the description. Hopefully Josh remembered to add it.
They've got knives. They've got, what else do they got?
Coasters. They have coasters.
Don't think so. Amish handcrafted furniture.
All right,
Contact Leanna is, buy that.
too disappointed in us and doesn't want to give her out.
No,
So,
Veneers.
shout out Nexus. You the real ones. I know Mac's not gonna watch this. No shout out to you.
Oh, I'm cutting that out.
I think we should be
Leanna.
sponsored
I'm
by
just
NXS.
kidding. It's a joke. It's funny.
I think-
Let me start over.
Wait a second. Wisco could sponsor us. They could give us condoms, and that would be the payment.
Only
You guys don't need them. That requires.
yeah, we don't need them. Enoch, we don't need them.
Yeah, but it would be funny.
Anyway, okay, so shout out Nexus, shout out Canadians, shout out Hayden because I mentioned him here, but not WPI Hayden. Don't get it twisted. Shout out who else? Shout out Olivia Rodrigo and Taylor Swift and all the other ones I said earlier. Shout out Apollo. Who else did we shout? Shout out Axel, Alex, AXL. Shout out to you. That's like number 5. I think it's all the shout outs. So yeah, link in the description.
I think we should cut out this bit and just end on the song.
No. We're gonna let her have her shout outs. We kept her up.
Okay,
too
wait,
late.
I'll do an outro. Bye guys, don't do Vex.
That has nothing to do with how
Roundup
Shane
is